What's going on, everybody? Welcome to today's video. Reacting to MGK's metal guitar is embarrassing by Nik Nocturnal. So what's going on, everybody? Today, doing a reaction to MGK's metal guitar is embarrassing by Nik Nocturnal. So Nik Nocturnal, if you're watching this channel, pretty much anybody, and for the most part, that I'm assuming at this point that I'm going to be reacting to, most of y'all are already subscribed to and watching as well. I'm just assuming that. But anyways, Nik, fantastic guitar YouTuber. Definitely go and give Nik Nocturnal a subscription. I've included the link for the original video in the description. Please go and give the original video a like. And also, on this video, my video, please leave a comment on a video that you'd like to see me react to next. So, let's get to it.
Emo kids everywhere, let's get ready. It's your Lord and Savior, MGK. He's your emo boy. Let's just get this over with. Let's just do it. I don't want to, yeah. Our emo Lord and Savior, MGK, released a brand new signature guitar with Schecter. Now, myself, being a poser guitarist, but actually a huge fan of Schecter, some of the first guitarists I use actually and used for most of my content when I actually played guitar back then, those good old times, was a Schecter. I had a Schecter Hellraiser D7.
Schecter Hellraiser? A Schecter Hellraiser is one of the best bang for your buck guitars you can get as far as a metal guitar goes. It's loaded with EMG humbuckers usually, and just for everything that's in there, I think they usually go for around $450 to maybe $499-ish Canadian maximum. At least that's what I've seen them go for around here, myself being a Canuck and all. But anyways, this is not about the Schecter Hellraiser. This is about the MGK guitar.
I think I forgot the model name. I don't know. I'm bad with everything. I like using Schecter guitars. Actually, one of the biggest reasons I got them is because I'm a big fan of Sinister Gates, and he has a custom blah, blah, blah. So, you know, not just when it comes to Schecters, but when it comes to signature Schecters, I'm always intrigued what we got going on. MGK has one. You know, I think he had a pink one before, which whatever.
I remember that one.
It's hard. Wow, I thought I was wearing pink. It's over there. Also, did you know that 47% of you aren't subscribed? Hit the subscribe button down below. Hit the notification bell. Come hang out. We do fun.
That reminds me, actually. Please, everybody, go and subscribe. My metrics are even far, far, far worse than Nik's. I think only 2.9% of the people that watch my videos are actually subscribed. So please, 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 everyone, doesn't cost a thing. Please go and hit that subscribe button.
Metal Thinks here. Machine Gun Kelly has announced a new guitar, signature guitar. It's available for $1,500.
Let's really drink that in. That I gotta remember where I'm pointing in these reaction videos. There's the monitor that I'm pointing at, but you know. Anyways, that is what Machine Gun Kelly wants you to pay $1,500 for. Well, not necessarily Machine Gun Kelly, but you know, Schecter. And there it is, the oh so controversial Razor Blade guitar. Now, I did not watch this video in advance like usual with most reaction videos. I just remember coming back a little while ago and all over the place, my news feed blowing up with everybody going nuts about the Machine Gun Kelly guitar. And yeah, I see why it's kicked up some controversy, obviously, because of two things. Well, it's Machine Gun Kelly. That's what he does in general. For those of us in the rock world that don't know, he used to be a rapper. He had this big beef going on with Eminem. Then he comes over to the rock world. He has a huge beef with Machine Gun Kelly. He shoots his mouth off on a big podcast saying, everybody's too comfortable now. All these musicians, they're wearing comfortable shoes. You know what I mean? And he talks a lot of crap. He gets a lot of controversy going on. Now, having a guitar like this, I'm surprised that anybody's surprised, because that's just kind of who Machine Gun Kelly is and what he does. He's just all about the shock value most of the time.
The Machine Gun Kelly razor blade. Now, I'm gonna start this out. There's been a whole conversation, controversy, whatever, hilarious, pathetic drama that's been happening. I'm like, guys, why is there any drama starting past this looks like fucking shit? This looks like a stovetop thing you get at Walmart for $30, okay? In the reused aisle. What the even is this? I don't know how anyone even got to the conversation of the meaning or any of this. This looks fucking bad. It's
Okay. Nick is Nick. He's very, he's acting like your typical guitar geek, and especially, a metalhead too. I really think at the end of the day, well, I kind of know he has no actual hate for Machine Gun Kelly or anything like that. But here's really what the bottom line is about that guitar, in my point of view. It's not for me, and it's not for Nick. It's not for any real guitar geeks. It's not for metalheads. It's for fans of Machine Gun Kelly. Now, not only is it for fans of Machine Gun Kelly, but fans of Machine Gun Kelly that can afford to shell out $1,500 for his signature guitar. So, only time will tell if the guitar will sell. Hey, that rhymes. Didn't even mean for it to. But only, that's what's going to really tell everything, is time. Is it going to sell enough? Is it going to do something? It's not going to become a #1 seller, but you never know, actually. We'll find out. News at 11.
It's an 80s portable stovetop. It looks like it's made of Lego. It just looks
Legos.
bad. Again, I'm not like a gear nerd, right? I like good looking guitar. I mean, all my guitars: Ernie Ball, Schecters, Music Man's. I have some Aristidis. They snazzy. I like a good looking
Aristidis. Aristidis. I wonder what brand he's doing a little bit of wordplay on there. Aristidis. Aristas? What else? If you guys know, please leave a comment below on what he's talking about when he says Aristidis. I think he means Arista guitars, maybe, because I believe he's a Canuck like myself. So Arista guitars were, a decent name brand that, would borderline on mid-level to beginner to some higher end stuff. Yeah, let me know. Leave a comment below if you can, please and thank you.
Guitar. What the is this? What the is this Foreman grill ass looking guitar?
Foreman grill.
What's up with the cassette player? Also, and this is the, I guess, more controversial part of whatever this is. It doesn't even really look like a razor blade.
No, it looks like a razor blade. Come on, that clearly looks like the old school. When you'd get the full part of the razor blade. Maybe Nick doesn't know because he's too young. He's never seen the full part of the razor blade because, they usually come as disposable razor blades in the plastic housing or in the other little heads. That's actually the old school razor blade that used to get. Obviously, once again, you see this beard here? See this gray in his beard? I go back a ways. I remember when they actually looked like that. So it does look like a razor blade. That's the one defense that I'm going to give for the guitar. On the overall is, it does look like a razor blade, but not 100%. I'm going to say, I'm not going to slam it. Like I said, it's not for me. It wouldn't be a guitar for me or Nick. It's for MGK fans. That's who it's for. It's for MGK fans.
If you were told this is a razor blade, you're like, okay, it looks like a razor blade. But if you're not told it looks like a razor blade, it looks like a piece of your kitchen.
No.
Chad, I can't.
Piece of your kitchen?
I can't. I don't know how Schecter thought this was okay. Like MGK.
Money. That's how Schecter thought it was okay. Money. That's all there is to it. And actually, if you ask me, this is not a bad idea at all when you really think about it. Now, I'm going to tell you a little something here, and I'm sure I'm going to get fact-checked in a bunch of different directions. But late 80s, early 90s, Gibson was experiencing a little bit of problems with sales. Sales weren't doing all that well. What happened? Late 80s, early 90s. Guns N' Roses. Slash. An iconic guitar player. The hair hanging in his eyes, the hat. Speaking of hats, once again, everybody, we have got merch. Please go and buy some merch. We got hats, we got shirts, we got hoodies, we got everything. New stuff being added all the time. No, but really, Slash. They put a Les Paul in his hands. They endorse him. So the next generation of guitar players, young guitar players, are seeing Slash up there, rocking out. He always plays a Les Paul. The sales at Les Paul go up. The smart thing is to endorse and put your guitars in the hands of whoever the current guitar heroes are or the big musicians are for the younger generation. So that way, somebody that grew up listening to Guns N' Roses that played guitar because of Slash is probably still a pretty big fan of Gibson and, has a collection of Les Pauls and all that sort of thing. Now, not that I'm necessarily calling Machine Gun Kelly a guitar hero. However, he is a current, rock genre artist that plays guitar. There's not a lot of guitar-oriented music these days. So I may have to stand corrected on my previous assumption saying that maybe it won't sell that well. It probably will. Because speaking again of Gibson is not doing the smart things that they used to. At least to the best of my knowledge, the last two people that Gibson endorsed was Dave Mustaine and Nikki Sixx, both artists who peaked in commercial relevance in the 80s. I love Megadeth. I love Dave Mustaine. Motley Crue's okay, not necessarily my thing, but respect there too. Great artist, but it's the same people that were listening to that back then. You're not getting any of the new, younger generation. So I think that's what they were thinking. That's what Schecter was thinking. Like, it can't possibly discredit us, right? The prog guys, the metal guys, the shredder guys that like our stuff, they're still going to like our stuff, right? But, them trying to do this to get themselves a whole different generation of people to try their products, I can't say that that's a bad business move at all. And actually, Nick, yeah, I disagree with you on all that. And I got to say, I think that that's what, Schecter was thinking. No disrespect at all, though, Nick. Still love you, y'all. Absolutely. Hey, you never want to actually fully agree with anybody on anything. Because if that happens, you're in an echo chamber, and that's bad. A lot of the musicians, artists, YouTubers, whatever, that I really love, I don't agree with them on 100% of things. And you shouldn't. Because again, you don't want to be completely derivative or in an echo chamber.
Okay, look, you chill. Like, what? I know the scene hates MGK because he f***ed with our Lord and Savior, Corey Taylor. You don't do that. You know what was funny? The metal scene and alternative scene, they f***ed with MGK when he did the pop punk shit. But then he fucked with Corey Taylor. You just don't do that. $1,500 real dollars. Like, what? Okay, what are the specs? I'm going to get to, wait, before we get to the controversy. Like, what do we got? Ebony fretboard. Like, that's nice. Locking tune.
All right. Here's the specs. Yeah. So $1,500 again, and here's everything that you get. GraphTech nut, locking tuners, better. Controls, master volume, kill switch control. I know it's a single humbucker in the bridge. Doesn't say what kind. Maybe it'll go on to say a little more. All right.
Tuners custom 25.5 inch. That's fine. Standard. The graphite tech nuts. Sure. Bought basswood material. Like, that's not like very expensive as far as I know. Chrome hardware. Nah. And it's a hip shot. Like, this is not a.
It's the name. It's got Machine Gun Kelly's name on it. It's his signature guitar. He's currently a big thing. That's what it's all about, you know? And, you know, yeah, it doesn't look like there's that much to it. As well, what it looks like to me, and again, this isn't for a guitar player like myself or like Nick or anybody that wants to be a shredder or metalhead. One thing I noticed right away, it looks like because the way the body is constructed, that it's not really very playable past like maybe the 14th or 15th fret. That's it. But then again, Machine Gun Kelly is not really known for being a lead player. You know, little melodic lead breaks. Again, not that there's anything wrong with that. Not that everybody has to be a shredder. That's just one thing I noticed. You know, if I was going to grab this guitar and try it out, I was going to be like, wow, I got like no range on this at all for an electric guitar. And as of lately, you know, I got, you know, 3 guitars that have 24 frets that I've been using quite a bit in my more normal rotation. So that would kind of throw me off. But again, this guitar is not for me or Nick. No.
An expensive guitar. You can basically get the same. Where's the Damien 6? Sorry, your boy's being a little bit of a guitar nerd. Where's the Damien guitar? Not that far off. Hip shot. I think this is basswood too. This is at least mahogany. Jesus Christ. Maple on the neck, rosewood. Like,
my apartment smells of rich mahogany. Leave a comment below if you know what that's a reference from. Yeah.
I don't know, man. I think it's a waste of money. Like, what are the pickups? We got Pasadena. I don't know what those are. Those are Schecter custom pickups. It's 22 frets. It's not even 24. What, does your finger get cut by the razor blade?
Oh no, wait a minute. Wait a minute. All right, as we can see from up here, this is hard for me to point onto the green screen properly. 14, 15, 16. It looks like it's playable up until the 16th fret. 15-ish, 16-ish fret. Yeah. As you can see right over here, that's the 12th fret, which puts that, 14, 15, yeah. 14, 15, 16. Yeah, about 15, 16 frets of playability. Doesn't have a prop, the razor blade design really kind of takes away from the potential cutaway to really get into those higher frets. But again, that is not who this guitar is for.
Blade at the 23rd fret, so you can't make it there? Like, what is this, dude? Wouldn't buy it, I can't shave. I'd rather buy a razor blade that's $1,500, dude. It's just, even based on the specs. Again, I'm not a guitar nerd, dude. Oh my god, it was $2,169 of what? What are you're just paying because it's MGK's toaster oven guitar.
Wow.
I like Schecter a lot. And I'm a Music Man artist, right? They don't give a what I say. But this isn't the case, bro. This ain't the play. This is just a waste of money. For those specs, you can get a good ass, like, even Schecter guitar, I think, for like $700. Like, a Sinister Gates custom, which comes with the tremolo system, and it's Sinister Gates custom. It's like a legendary guitar for them, is less than this. And I don't got beef with no MGK. I'm not Corey Taylor. I don't give a I'm just saying, this is ass. I'm not saying it's ass because MGK. I'm saying this is just ass. But further delving into this loud.
And again, you know what I mean? Most of the time with a signature guitar, and especially in this case, because again, Machine Gun Kelly is not known as a guitar player's guitar player. You know, it's not based off of the specs completely and having, 24 frets playable and, a Floyd Rose tremolo system. It does have locking tuners, so at least that, and the wood, is what it is these days, especially knowing what we know now about tone wood. If you've seen, my Jim Little's video or my reaction to it, you'll know exactly what I mean. It's just, they're just capitalizing on the name, and it is completely all about trying to get the MGK fans on board, and that is just it.
Wire always has the scoop. We had some of the scene getting involved with this one. Again, this is the more controversial side of things. Sure, I guess people reading into it further, like, I get it. I'm like, the guitar just looks bad though. Like, that's it. MGK stating, I'll never explain my art because true art is controversial and always up for interpretation. But I will say most of you constantly interpret it wrong and then blame me for your version of what you think my art is. Ultimately, I'm sad at how people perceive me in general. It's funny because part of this statement actually is a good statement. Like, part of it, like the whole, because a lot of,
I understand what he's saying there. And he's actually, like, the statement there is not wrong. But when somebody gets to the point of all it is controversy, or at least what gets brought up to us most of the time and shown to us is just the spectacle, just the controversy. You're just stirring up a bunch of crap to get noticed, to get people talking about you on YouTube, to get videos made about you. Like the old saying goes, there's no such thing as bad press, which, I don't know, that may be kind of changing in light of way certain things are changing in the world now. But yeah, I understand that. But it seems like he's just always trying to kick up crap just for the sake of getting people to talk about him. But then again, it works. We're talking about him. Hell, I'm talking about him. Nick's talking about him. I'm talking about Nick talking about him.
of people do constantly misinterpret different artists and then blame them for what they think they mean. Like that's actually that's one of the smartest things I've heard on the internet. The rest of this, dumb as this is obviously a trying to be a razor blade. You call it a razor blade. I don't know what else this is interpreted as. It's you're going for your
razor blade.
Kid. You know what I mean? Like, it's sad because how he's explaining this it does not work with the actual good part of the argument of which is true. A lot of people do just interpret things and then blame them when it's not true. But no, like, bro, you made a razor blade and it's I mean, it's just cringe. Like, I don't know. We had the Metal Burb going in on this, making the big statement. I know MGK sucks, people don't like him, but what's up with the guitar being a razor? It's like glorifying self-harm. Schechter, man, the scene has problems with mental health. Making tools to cause self-harm look cool is actually super lame. I mean, like, again, like, I think that's going into it a little more depth. The guitar just looks like ass. And MGK, he's the emo lord trying to be a little edgy. You know, I don't think there's more to it other than Schechter thought, hey, we could make some money on this having an emo guitar. No one has an emo guitar. Like, I don't think it's really crazy deep. And then we have MGK replying, shows your lap of death by talking art at face value. This has nothing to do with any subject matter you just presented. So no, my friend, you suck. We have
I kind of, for the most part, on that, almost completely agree with Nick on his take. Schechter did not think anything more into it other than, we're going to make some money off this. Razor blade guitar, yeah. I don't think that they thought anything about promoting self-harm or anything like that. I do think that maybe Machine Gun Kelly kind of knew that this was going to stir up that amount of controversy because of that. And again, he's of the mindset still, there's no such thing as bad press. So from Machine Gun Kelly's point of view, yeah, he probably did do that. But Schechter is probably just, yeah, Machine Gun Kelly guitar, cool, razor blade guitar. Awesome. We're going to make money, right? Yeah, good. Go ahead. Do that. We're good with that.
Have Ollie of Static Dress. I hate living on this planet, and this is great. We had MGK replying for some reason. Words from a jealous musician who never made it. I just don't know why. All right, what's the art though? Listen, Kelly, because he doesn't like the machine gun part. Kelly, my boy, my friend, what's the art? What is the art, bro? I don't, because the art doesn't look like it's supposed to be in a museum. It looks like it's supposed to be displayed in your kitchen. What's the art? I don't get it, man. You want to be the emo dude and represent the emo?
And again, I don't think it looks like a kitchen appliance. It just, Nick doesn't remember the old school full razors. I think he grew up in a generation that had them all in the disposable razors and in the different Gillette, 5-blade kinds where they're practically microscopic. I don't think he remembers those. So, yeah. And not quite. Still funny, though. It's, I love Nick. I love his reactions and stuff. He's funny.
You think this type of guitar represents the emo? Okay. And it's edgy.
Represents
and whatever the Schecter wants to make some money. Like, what's the art, brother? just call it for what it is. Background to the art. There's background to the art. We got Mod stepping in here. He talks about it. What is the art, brother?
Schecter made it happen. It's kind of an ode to Take Us to My Downfall, the line on title track, and also an ode to my 20s and all the crazy times that I had. Anyway, this is a song that we kind of forgot about that you guys...
Anyways.
An ode to my 20s as well, too? An ode to my 20s? Okay. Well, I had a pretty crazy life. My 20s were pretty crazy. I got a bit of a feeling that my 20s and MGK's 20s might have been just a little bit different. Just a little bit.
It's an ode to my 20s and the crazy shit that happened. Anyway, is it for drugs? I don't do the drug, all right? Your boy, the only drug I do is breakdowns, all right? So it's for the drugs instead of cutting. What's the art? Ping pong it. I go to my Coke dealer and ask for Pepsi. Ronnie coming in on this one, responding to a Metal Burb. My guy, I'm not jumping on any sides here, but come on. We've gotten so lost now. We're complaining about a razor blade guitar because it might trigger people to self-harm. But you turn around and give them a video of me murdering people with a thumbs up. They like me, bro. Let the man live. Damn, I'm going to move on to the...
That is an extremely valid point. People want to tend to censor people based on things like that, based on only if they like them or not. People can kind of tend to be hypocritical. Unbeknownst to them sometimes. Sometimes they're just outright being hypocritical and they just don't care. But yeah, Ronnie had a great point there. I believe with that spot on. See, here's the thing. I particularly don't care for that guitar. Again, it's not for me. It doesn't offend me. I'm not sensitive because, ooh, oh no, razor blade guitar, self-harm. I never took it that way, or even if so, drug stuff. That stuff's everywhere. Okay, there's a razor blade. Look at all the pot leaf stuff there is out there. Everything else glorifying alcohol. But if it's the drug that these people agree with, they're all right with it. I kind of agree with the comment that was read off by, I think it was Ronnie Radke, saying that, yeah, you don't like that, but you'll give a thumbs up to a video of me going out and murder. And you know what? Good on Ronnie for saying that, because I believe in that. I believe in free speech, even if somebody is saying things that I don't like. So I believe that, art should not be censored. Yes, but that doesn't mean that you have to like it too. Again, freedom of expression, freedom of art, freedom to not like it, freedom to turn it off, freedom to change a channel, or in this day and age, scroll on. I'm showing the age again, eh? And the gray in that beard there, eh? Yeah, change the channel, change the channel, scroll to another channel, put on another channel is more like it, or, just play another freaking video, man.
Is this the guitar that started all the MGK? That's the best. That's the best tweet.
That is pretty awesome.
Fucking drama and shit. That
is pretty awesome.
That's the best tweet. There you
yes.
go. Like, yeah, maybe it has cocaine inside. Don't explain the price. I'm done. I am done with chat. I am done. There you go. There's a video. I'm done. Bye.
Wow. All righty, everyone. So that right there was MGK's Metal Guitar is Embarrassing by Nik Nocturnal. So again, everyone, please go and subscribe to Nik Nocturnal. Fantastic guitar YouTuber. Great stuff, always. And go and give a like to the original video too, which I've included a link to the original video in the description below. And please, on this video, my video, leave a comment of another video that you'd like to see me reacting to. Thanks for checking out this video. If you like what you saw, please subscribe, click the notification bell, like, comment, and share. It doesn't cost a thing and would really help out the channel. Also, please subscribe to my other channel, GK Mac Music, for some live looping live streams with a side of jackassery, some original music, and some short content, also with a side of jackassery. If you'd like to help out the channel financially, you can buy some merch at the merch store, or you can become a channel member. As always, everyone, thanks so much for your continued support. Do what makes you happy.